Do you think the Stranger Things finale sucked? If you do, that's okay, because it's not over. For the past several days since the Stranger Things finale premiered, the internet has exploded with fan theories about how episode 8 of Stranger Things season 5 is not the real finale of the show, and that there's going to be a secret finale premiering on January the 7th, 1 week after the last episode premiered. So putting together all the clues and tying together some fan theories, I've created what I think the episode is going to be. For those of you who can't wait for the secret episode premiering this week, here's what I think is going to happen. We open on the door, a flicker of light. Mike runs down the stairs. Guys, get down here now. Mike, what's going on? Derek, did you fart? No, suck my fat one. Who did? Mike, you freak. Mike, what's going on? Dustin, you remember what you and Steve smelled like after you fought the mind flare? Yeah, we smelled like old pizza for like a week. Derek just said it smelled like old pizza. Why are we talking about farts? Why does this matter? Because what if we never left the abyss? Guys, that's impossible. We beat Vecna, it's over. What if we didn't? After Elle left the truck that night, she used her powers to talk to me one last time and there was no blood. That night, I didn't tell her I love her because something wasn't right. Who's Elle? Our mage. The magic girl? Yeah. She didn't get on the truck that night. What? She sat right next to me on the truck back home right before the military. No, I remember because you were sitting alone on the truck giving me goo-goo eyes. It was creepy. But if Elle wasn't there, this might be an illusion. If this was an illusion, things would be off. In Vecna's mind, things were off. Like the color or shape of something wasn't right. Like the yellow on the merry-go-round. Exactly, but everything here has been normal. Has it? Have you looked? Well, no, but all I'm saying is maybe we should look around and make sure everything is normal. At this point, they're going to look around for a little while and, go back and forth and be like, oh, that's normal. No, that's normal. And then, guys, the Millennium Falcon, what color is the sublight thrusters? Blue, everyone knows that. Not everyone, nerd. Then why is your toys red? Call everyone here now. The kids are going to rally everyone together in Mike's basement and kind of explain what's going on and their theory to the core group. What if the mind flare wasn't the mind flare? What if the mind flare was an illusionist we knew in the party? And what if we're in her illusion now? Kali was helping us. What if she wasn't? So if the mind flare wasn't the mind flare, who is he? Tharizdun, the chained god, who uses his cultists to do his bidding like Henry and Kali. He created the abyss. His symbol looks like the vines in the Upside Down. Oh, like the mandala we saw in the forest, or the merry-go-round, and Vecna's obsession with clocks. So what if instead of killing Henry, we've been captured by Tharizdun, and now we're in an illusion world created by Kali, and never left the abyss? We need to find a way to escape. And where's Elle? But wait, how could Max be here? We left her in Hawkins. Suddenly, Max turns into a Demogorgon. We're going to cut back to Hopper and Murray, who remember that there are pregnant ladies in the military base in the Upside Down. So what they're going to go do is they're going to go over to the military base, grab the pregnant ladies, and try and escort them out. After getting the pregnant ladies out of the Upside Down and into the tunnels, Hopper and Murray get caught by the military and are trapped in the Upside Down. Now, the military is on the lookout for Elle. We cut over to Elle, who has also been captured and is on a spiritual journey of her own, a journey of self-discovery, which allows her to open up a portal much like Max did to leave the trance that she was in. Once the rest of the gang defeat the mind Demogorgon that Max turned into, they have to figure out a way out of this trance. So first they have to figure out whose brain they're in, and they figure out they're in Mike's. It's the perfect world for Mike. It's exactly what Mike would want for all of his friends and family to end up in a happy ending. But Mike still hasn't forgiven himself for messing up the time with Elle that he got. So he doesn't have his happy ending. So they figure out they're in Mike's brain and find the way out directed by Holly, much like Max did for Holly when Holly was leaving her trance by Mr. Whatsit. By coincidences that we don't believe in, obviously, Elle and the rest of the gang wake up at the exact same time from their trances. They're in the same room. Mike runs over to Elle and says, "I love you, Elle." He didn't get the chance to do that before, and they kiss. They then do a Dungeons & Dragons style dungeon crawl through what I'm calling the Nautiloid, which is going to be filled with the vines, demogorgons, demodogs, etc. Will uses his psychic abilities to take out anything connected to the hive mind, but this drains Will. Once they make it to the main chamber, all beaten up and bruised, Vecna's corpse is there. He's starting to rot away. Kali is there, connected to the vines. In unison, both of them say, Join us, sister. This is what you were made for. You too, Will. We chose you for this." Cut the black. Thazadun now speaks directly to Will, trying to connect with Will psychically to have Will join Vecna and Kali. But since Will has already cleared his conscience and told his secret and trusted his friends and gotten over all of his fears, now Thazadun can't affect Will. However, Elle starts walking over. The rest of the party are screaming, "No, no, no," just like they were at the end of episode 8 when Elle was in the gate. It's mirrored with that. Mike says, "No, Elle, I can't lose you again. I love you. I have to." 3 waterfalls. At this moment, Elle is taken over by vines and is connected to the hive mind for the first time. The rest of the gang are screaming, trying to defend themselves from demogorgons, from demobats, demodogs. Elle begins having a psychic battle with Thazadun. And this is going to be flashy. This is where the CG budget is gone. It's going to be a cool, big psychic battle. While the rest of the gang is overwhelmed by demogorgons, Mike sees the heart. And Mike is the heart of the party. Dustin's spear flies out of his hands. Steve has stood up to protect Dustin with his spear. Oh, Steve gets cut across the neck. No! Dustin picks up Steve's spear and then protects Steve, spearing the Demogorgon. Mike sees the spear at his feet, looks up and sees Thazadun's heart, still beating, not shriveled like we've seen, and takes the spear and drives it into Thazadun's heart. Particles are pouring out of it. Elle is still having her psychic battle and then does her final blow on Thazadun. Kali and Vecna drop to the ground. Particles clear away. The vines shrivel up, and there is peace on the Nautiloid. But then, Will drops to the ground. Elle drops to the ground. The Demogorgons, the Demodogs, the Demobats, the vines all drop to the ground and shrivel up. They feel their connection dissolve. Elle tries to use her psychic abilities one more time, and it's gone. The ground starts to shake. They have to run quickly because the bridge is dissolving. And Dustin will probably share this and be like, blah, blah, blah. You know, the vines are shriveling up. That means, oh my God, the bridge. We have to get back to Hawkins now. The crew runs and Kali looks up to Elle one more time and says thank you before passing away. They run. They get to the Upside Down with all of the children, by the way. As they're climbing down the Tower of the Squawk, they punch through the last rift from the Upside Down to Hawkins. As soon as the earthquakes start, Hopper and Murray duke out the military guys, get out of the Upside Down. They break out. Murray presses his radio, triggering the record player to start. Hopper and him flee the Upside Down as the Upside Down collapses. The gates are sealing. The whole military operation is sealed inside. Everyone just makes it back into Hawkins before the rifts seal themselves up and disappear. After this, the military doesn't bother them because, well, everyone who knew about the operation is gone. And Elle doesn't have her powers anymore, which means that no one's going to chase them anymore. She's going to live a normal life, finally. And Mike sticks by her. And the rest, I think, plays out much like it did in the epilogue already. Everyone figured out what they wanted because of the time they spent in Mike's perfect idea of what should happen to everyone. So Dustin goes to college, Steve teaches high school softball, Nancy gets a job working as a reporter, Max still graduates because don't forget this is a Duffer Brothers Productions. There still has to be a couple of plot holes in there. Don't think about that one. And Mike becomes an author and writes the story of the mage who tore through a rift and defeated evil at just the right time when all seemed lost. And Mike gets to tell this story because it doesn't need to be hidden anymore. And that's how Stranger Things is going to end. And, you know, option B is just it was kind of bad, lazy writing, and that's okay. Like, I'm okay with the ending. Like, really, I am. I'm fine with it. I just, you know, I love the idea of a secret ending, so I had to do this. But anyway, I guess we'll find out. See ya. Wow, balloons!